Well, hello everyone. We are out here in Berea. We are still out here in Berea, even though the Browns are 2-9. We're going to keep giving you all the news. And there was some today, and that's the fact that Austin Davis is starting for the Browns against the Cincinnati Bengals over Johnny Manziel. I really wasn't sure which way he was going to go. Were you surprised at all?
A little bit, but not totally. I thought, I even wrote this yesterday, that I thought that we might see Johnny in the next 2 weeks. And again, Mike Pettin stressed, we're kind of on a week-to-week thing with the quarterback position. Because that's the way you really want to be in the NFL, right? Week to week. But I mean, that's just where the Browns are right now, especially with Josh McCown done for the season. I think it is going to go every week. We're going to have to find out who the quarterback is.
Well, Mike Pettin said today he wants to see both of these young quarterbacks. He thinks they both have a lot of upside. So that means to me, Johnny Manziel is going to start games this season. I don't know how many. It could be, a couple. It could be, who knows? There'll be 4 left after this. But Johnny Manziel will get out of that doghouse that he's in. I think he's still in it right now. That's why they had to make this decision. It's not just because Austin Davis went in there and did a nice job in that game. It's the fact that they demoted Johnny. They made him number 3 last week, and it was just too early to put him back to number 1.
I can't disagree with you. Who knows exactly why they did it, but that's certainly as good a hypothesis as anything. And again, that would to my thing that maybe we see Johnny next week, especially if they don't beat Cincinnati. But what happens if Austin Davis goes out and continues to play well this week and either wins or at least plays really well?
Well, if he beats the Bengals, then you have to keep him in there for the next week. I really don't think that you can bench him. The timing has to be right, and there will be opportunities to see Johnny at some point this season, even if it's the last 2 games. So that's the way that's going to go. And of course, the Bengals are, have the opposite record of the Browns. They're at 9-2. They're playing very well. And this is going to be a very tough game.
Yeah, one of the things that's interesting about Davis is, fans probably know he started 8 games last year. He started a good stretch, went like 3-5. He beat the defending champions, the Seattle Seahawks, and he beat the San Francisco 49ers when the Niners were still a good team with Jim Harbaugh. So he shouldn't necessarily be overwhelmed by playing a really good team.
And we got a chance to talk to Josh McCown today. He admitted that he was playing with broken ribs. Now, we pretty much all knew that,
yeah.
But we got it out of him today that he was playing with a couple of broken ribs. And I just think that is another part of the narrative, that this is a guy who goes out there, he sacrificed his body, he gave his heart and soul to this football team.
Mary Kay, it's so amazing when we think about, back in the spring and the summer, we thought, and maybe, and I know you thought a little bit different, but a lot of people thought, oh my gosh, if they could just get any kind of decent quarterbacking out of these guys this year, they should be pretty good. It's been one of the few things that has been good pretty much all season, and I think a lot of people gained a lot of respect for Josh McCown.
Oh, they definitely did, and I had talked to and had been writing all along, like you said, since the very beginning, that he was going to surprise people, because, there were teams that wanted him. Chicago was interested in him. The Buffalo Bills thought about making him their starter. So smart football people out there know that the 1-10 record that he had last year in Tampa Bay was really not his fault. And the 1-7 record of this year, also not his fault.
No, absolutely not.
He had no defense, no running game, and he was very, very challenged at receiver. Speaking of receiver, Terrell Pryor's back with the Cleveland Browns. Cut on September 10th. Back here. Not only is he a wide receiver, he will also play as a 3rd quarterback.
Yeah, and that only makes sense. It'll be interesting to see if they even go out and get a 3rd quarterback. They may not have to now. Obviously we all know Terrell's pro career has won some games in the NFL, and it just makes sense. I mean, it makes good sense that he's there. Now they don't have to worry about Brian Hartline or Andrew Hawkins having to go in there. You have an actual NFL quarterback as your 3rd guy.
Now Mike Pettin said it will be difficult for Terrell to get on the field for this week against the Bengals. Of course, it's a short week, but for my money, I'd throw him out on the field and make someone else inactive for this game, just because, why not see what he can do. A couple of guys, or 4 guys actually, still out with their concussions. That would be Joe Hayden, Justin Gilbert, Andrew Hawkins, and Taylor Gabriel. So still struggling with those darn concussions, Tom.
Yeah, it's amazing. We've talked about this before. They lead the league in concussions since 2012, and the man games that they have lost is staggering. I mean, I think they're over 42 man games, and it's really odd when you compare it to some of the other teams in man games. But again, as you know, Mary Kay, concussions are like snowflakes. No 2 are the same, and we've talked to people that said sometimes, like in Pittsburgh, what's going on with Ben Roethlisberger, he's already said he's back, he's ready to go. The team is a winning team. They're in the playoff hunt. These guys maybe err a little bit on the side of caution.
So again, even though these Browns are 2-9, they're still fighting hard. You know, they almost won that game the other night, and there's lots to talk about. News coming out every day, and we'll have it all right here for you on cleveland.com.